Hey guys, we got to look at Thanos here from Avengers Endgame. This kind of gives us our first detailed, extremely detailed look at his costume in Endgame. And we've had some photos and stuff from his look in Infinity War and Endgame and stuff, but this one is from Hot Toys, so it's going to be extremely detailed look at it here. So I think it's interesting. Let's jump right into it. We have a look at his armor and stuff and the Infinity Gauntlet, and the only thing that stands out to me is that it's not exactly where we left off with his look and stuff, because at the end of Infinity War, the Infinity Gauntlet is kind of all destroyed. It took a lot out of the Infinity Gauntlet to do that snap and wipe out half the universe, and it even affected him with giving him some cracks in his skin and all that stuff that kind of affected him, took a physical toll on him. So I think this is going to be interesting to see as to where things go with this. I think to see as to where things go with this armor, and I really like the armor look of this for this Thanos and stuff. I think it looks really great. I prefer it than just him not wearing any armor. I realize that, in Infinity War they didn't want him to have the armor because he doesn't need the armor, but I think after Infinity War, him being kind of a little bit vulnerable or a little bit kind of damaged from wearing from the snapping the Infinity Gauntlet and stuff, that could leave him a little bit more open and kind of, cracked skin and all that stuff for him to be a little bit more vulnerable and stuff. So I think it's going to be interesting to see as to where things go with that in this costume. So this sword looks really interesting. It definitely reminds me a bit of the swords that Gamora has and stuff, so it could be something similar there. I think it could be really interesting, especially with the double-ended sword and stuff. Very Darth Maul-like. It was really interesting there, and it's definitely going to be cool to see, maybe Thor and Thanos go at it, do a sword fight type thing. Could be really interesting with this in the movie. Maybe Thanos or even Hawkeye, although Hawkeye, obviously his sword is not going to go anywhere near this. This is going to just destroy Hawkeye's sword, because they're not going to get a sword fight between him and Hawkeye. That would just not make sense. But Thor and him could be really interesting, or maybe even Captain Marvel somehow with her power, she could make a sword, right? I guess we'll have to wait and see. It could be really interesting to look at there. Here we got another look here again in these kind of lighting stuff. We do have a few photos after this that are kind of like more screen accurate lighting, screen kind of them trying to kind of recreate the idea of what they think the lighting will be like in the movies and stuff, or in Avengers Endgame. I think it looks really interesting looking at that. And these scars and these kind of wear damage look really interesting there. Not sure if they're kind of, accurate to the movie already. I imagine they would be, because these don't, give away any spoilers and stuff. Then why would they not let them give accurate, damage and stuff to the armor? I think it looks really interesting there. It's interesting to see if this would come with like another Infinity Gauntlet, one that's kind of destroyed after Infinity War. But maybe they'll redo another Infinity War toy for this. We'll have to wait and see. But I think it looks really interesting there. And again, just a lot of the same stuff. Just shows a lot more of the detail than how the kind of the stuff looks. But in the movie, it's going to be a bit different look to it there. And here we have a close up of the Infinity Gauntlet, which I think looks really good. It looks really amazing. Definitely can't wait to see that on screen and stuff. And here we have some photos. These are more photos that are more kind of, they try to Photoshop and get the idea of what the lighting would be using Infinity War and using that lighting, trying to guess as to how using that lighting to see as to what it would look like with those colored lights and stuff. I think it looks really interesting. I think this looks really accurate. I think this is really going to get me excited for Avengers Endgame. This kind of really looks dope. Really looks really interesting. I definitely can't wait to see it on screen in action. Again, we have another shot. I love how the purple kind of comes off of him here. I think it just looks really, really, really good there. Here we get another shot. It looks like it his sword again. It's a double-ended sword. I think that's really going to be interesting. This one kind of looks like it's taken right out of the opening scene from Avengers Infinity War when he's on the Asgardian ship and he ends up killing Loki and stuff. And I think that really looks amazing there. Another shot just of him, which looks like he might be on Titan, or not Titan, but maybe the planet that he ended. We last saw him on in Infinity War after he did the snap, and he has in the trailers where we see him putting the Scarecrow together, which is right out of the comics and stuff. And I think that could be really interesting there. I think that's going to be quite cool to look at here. So I think it looks really interesting. Definitely can't wait to see as to where things go with this in the movie. It looks pretty cool. Like I said, it'd be really cool to see some sort of sword fight between the two, between him and Thor, or even anyone. A bunch of them could be really fun to see this in the movie. So yeah, this looks really amazing. Definitely can't wait to see this. I don't know, it might look like something I might want to pick up myself. We'll have to wait and see. But we can see the prices come out for this. But let me know what you think, guys. Comments below. And I think we just have a few more photos here, just kind of showing off the same thing, just different lighting of the same costume. And I think the eyes and everything look really amazing. So this is going to be really cool to see as to kind of where things go with this whole look in the movie. So yeah, here we'll just keep going through them. The lighting here looks really interesting. I think that could be really interesting. Not sure as to where this could be. I doubt that the Marvel will let tell them, you know, location-wise. So I don't think any of these locations in the background are anything accurate to the movie. They're just kind of like descriptions and kind of, you know, them trying to recreate it based on Infinity War and stuff. So I think there we go with that last shot. And then we have a few more in the detail in the hands and stuff. Look pretty amazing there. So let me know what you think, guys. This is it. This last photo we have for the Thanos hot toy. Let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. Would you be picking this up? And I'll try and put a link in the description for it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Excelsior.